Hello there. Now, as we all know, if you read the Facebook status about a week ago, you know why we're here. You know what this is all about, and you know what I'm going to cover. Those watching on YouTube, you don't know me, don't know why I'm here. You'll probably guess pretty soon this is wrestling reviews mixed with a little entertainment. If you're not a wrestling fan, good for you, great, la-di-da. Just, if you're here for the entertainment value, stick around, because over the next 12 months, you're going to have a lot of fun if you're not the easily offended kind. If you are, then just hit stop, watch something else. If you're a wrestling fan, great, good for you. Hit me up in the comments below if you want to debate anything, or even better, send a video. Look forward to hearing from you. Now, as I stated before, this is an Impact review, but I would actually like to start with addressing the events of the Royal Rumble. Now, as those that watched it know, opening match, Antonio Cesaro beat The Miz. Great. Decent match, maybe. Second match was the World Heavyweight Championship. Last man standing, Alberto Del Rio beat The Big Show by duct taping his legs to the bottom rope. Yeah. I'm not going there with that. I'd love to, but I'm just going to guess that the Mexicans are into some kinky shit. Third match was the Tag Team Championships, where unfortunately as of now Team Road Scholars has been broken up. Yeah. Those of you that know my views on the team of Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow, they should have had the titles a long time ago. But Kane and Daniel Bryan retained. Sucks, don't it? Then we have the Royal Rumble, which, I have to say, great to see Jericho. Great to see Chris back. And I hope he sticks around longer than what many people anticipate. Meaning I hope he's around longer than April 7th. Great to see the Godfather back in what looked like, although he didn't do much, more like got eliminated the second he got in the ring. I've got to say, looked in good shape for a guy that hasn't been on TV for, well, over a decade. Yeah. And as you can guess, Cena won the Rumble. Predictable, yeah. Final three: Sheamus, Ryback and Cena. Oh god. Yeah, that's a wrestling fan's worst nightmare. Three guys that aren't exactly entertaining in the final moments of the match. Then the main event, which I would like to address in depth. It was, since The Rock hasn't wrestled in the last 10 months, it was quite a good match. Much better than his match with Cena at WrestleMania last year, which, hey, you know you're getting again. Once in a lifetime, bollocks. Finish of the match, well, the original finish of the match was The Rock went to hit the People's Elbow, the lights went out. I'm guessing the Shield, yeah, the fucking Aces and Eights rip off. Fucking dicks. Now that's a fucking bright idea. 3 guys have only had 1 match. Yeah, they're over. They're a threat. Now the second match they're going to get buried. That's what's going to happen there. Then Vince comes out after Punk's pinned The Rock. Great. Says he's going to strip Punk of the title. Rock picks up the microphone. Rock made a stunning, pretty half decent recovery there to being put through a table. Said that it's not going to end with Vince stripping of the title and the match should be restarted. The match gets restarted, as you already know, or if you're not a wrestling fan, as you can probably guess, Dwayne won. No new title belt though. We're still stuck with the kid's toy that we've had for the last nearly 8 years. Yeah, it's not something that not even I would be happy being stuck with. I just want to know though which idiot booked that finish of having the Shield come out with the lights going off and we Punk pin Rock, then having the match restarted. Well, go side. It did make the internet wrestling community, well, pretty much piss their pants with excitement that Punk pinned The Rock for about 30 seconds. It is quite funny. Quite funny trolling them as well over that. It was fun. It's a fun night for all. Even if you didn't like any of the results or some of the action. It's some fun to be had. Anyway, on to the meat and veg of this, which is the Impact review for the 31st of January 2013. And it starts off with, well, one of those half-assed recaps of shit that's happened before in previous weeks or months in some case. We get the privilege of seeing Bully Ray get suspended, all this crap with Hulk Hogan's daughter, Ace and Eights trashing the wedding. Yep. A wedding happening and going very smoothly in wrestling. If you think that's normal, you're pretty new there. I can only remember like 2 weddings that have gone successfully in wrestling. First one being Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth, for those that can remember that far or look back that far. And ODB and Eric Young, which actually ended with them in their underwear in the ring last year. They also got married in a steel cage. That was kind of a weird moment, but I digress. Right. So the opening segment. As an Englishman. Okay. The show was taped in Manchester, and as an Englishman, I kind of laughed at Christopher Daniels and Frank Kazarian coming out looking like William Wallace, or trying to. For those that know my view of, well, how I refer to Christopher Daniels, it kind of weird seeing a man that looks like a penis have his face painted blue. He looked like a blue penis in a skirt. That is the best way I can describe it. And then we get Magnus coming back as well, which the right thing to do. As far as Magnus is concerned, push him. Give him the TV title at least. But great to bring Magnus back in his own country, even though he probably could have come back a couple of weeks ago, maybe. It's nice to save it for something special. And from the looks of it, it looks like it may be a face turn as well, which is kind of, yeah, I'll go with it. So Daniels and Kazarian do the usual shtick of trying and jump the good guy, which goes really well because they get their asses kicked by one guy. Then Magnus calls out Devon. Yeah, I had to lean into look at my notes because they're about as far away as the camera is. Yeah, I made notes. First time I watched the wrestling show, made notes. Normally I do these. Well, the old format of the reviews was I type it as I'm watching it, so it was live as it was happening. This is, considering I watched Impact on Friday and it is now Wednesday, some stuff's not exactly fresh in my mind, but I've got notes. So the match ends in a, well, kind of a 50-50 match in terms of how good and how bad it was. It ends with Aces and Eights running down. The referee calls for a bell before any contact's being made. So before they've actually attacked Magnus, the referee is ringing the bell. Now, Magnus fights off Aces and Eights. 3 members of Aces and Eights run away from Magnus. Yeah, I'm going to get into the loss from GTA 4 a little later. Sorry, I mean Aces and Eights, but, well, the loss from GTA 4 is probably more over than that. And we get the second segment of the show with Joseph Parks and his Impact Wrestling debut, even though he made his wrestling debut at Genesis, although he made his wrestling debut a couple of months before that, before he was sent to the training camp. Yeah, it's kind of weird seeing Abyss like this. It's still, I like the Joseph Parks character. Okay, I can't really shit on it, but it's weird seeing Abyss. Yeah, the guy that's Joseph Parks is Abyss, if you haven't figured it out already. You know, if you're mentally retarded, that is. It's weird seeing him play this, like, dorky guy when you've seen him, well, as a monster with the mask and all that. Comes out, and he's got a clipboard and a list of wrestlers that, well, he's been watching, and since it's open fight night, where someone goes to the ring, makes a challenge, whoever's challenged has to accept, or they lose their job. Yeah, you don't lose your job in wrestling, you just move to another fucking company, which is great. Well, it's great if you're leaving TNA. It's even better if you're leaving WWE. It's fucking brilliant, that one. Although, I'm not speaking from experience. I'd love to leave both companies. Especially the shit they're putting out now. So you get Joseph Parks going on about he's been studying everyone on the roster. Robbie E comes out with Robbie T. Robbie T, Big Rob Terry, Welshman, in the UK. And Robbie E decides to shit on the Brits. It would be so good if Robbie T would have just given him a big fucking clothesline. I'll kick the shit out of him either way. Then, semi-decent match. Gotta say, first Joseph Park's character, from what I've seen, it's Abyss trying to wrestle like a newbie. And doing it pretty well. I will say pretty well. I'm going to say brilliantly. I'm just going to say pretty well. Parks gets the win cleanly after a splash. Great. Now to the 1 hour main event. And when I first watched this is as far as I got. Because to be honest, I was having a few connection problems, yada yada yada, so it was taking a while to watch the show. Now, and also by this point, due to how long it was taking me to watch it, I was actually getting pretty well. I was getting bored as an nymphomaniac in a nunnery. Let's just put it that way. I actually decided to stop watching it and play poker. Yeah, it's a pastime. Not for real money though. No, not yet. Not likely. So we get Austin Aries and Bobby Roode coming out. Again. Trying to be a tag team. Bickering. And bickering. And bickering. I think someone's stealing an idea here, folks. I think what we've got is Austin Aries and Bobby Roode trying to be Daniel Bryan and Kane. Yeah. Because that's such an attractive thing to see, a tag team infighting. I mean, at least with Daniel Bryan and Kane, it's kind of funny. Although it's not funny if you can remember fucking Kane from 13 years ago, when I originally started watching wrestling and I saw Kane in that one sleeve thing with the full mask and the entrance with the red lighting. That's when Kane scared the shit out of me. This Kane, yeah, this Kane will tell you, fucking sign me up, I'll have the match. I don't give a shit if you got me down to win. No, I'll have the match. Kane, he's a puppy dog now. And back to Impact. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of this over the next 12 months. Remember, I'm only doing one of these a month, two in February, due to the date of Impact. The fact that it doesn't originally air until like the early hours of the morning over here in England. Yeah. So your 1 hour main event is basically this segment, and Chavo and Hernandez come out. Yeah. One thing learned here: do not give Chavo Guerrero a live mic. Under no circumstances. And if you do, keep it shorter than 5 minutes. In fact, keep it shorter than 2. But of the preferences between Chavo and Hernandez, I'd rather Chavo have the mic. Because Hernandez, yeah. Hernandez cut a promo. No thanks. I do not want to see that. I do not want to listen to it. But it leads into Austin Aries challenging Chavo Guerrero. And if Aries wins, they get a shot at the TNA Tag Team titles. And would you believe it? The heels won. Austin Aries won. Yeah. Match of the night. 1 hour main event was match of the night. You had two pretty half and half matches. You throw a match of the night in the middle of the card. Well, I've got to say, it keeps you interested for the second hour, because then you think shit's picking up. But, yeah, a good match. Not memorable, but match of the night, and a good match by TNA standards. Then we move on to, oh boy. I honestly don't want to talk about this segment. I don't want to, but since this is a review, and I'm reviewing the show, and I am obliged to, well, not obliged, since I'm reviewing the show, I'm pretty much fucking forced into doing this. As I said before with the recap, Bully Ray is suspended. He's been suspended for about 3 weeks now. He has been suspended. I will repeat, suspended. I think someone in TNA booking needs to look up the word suspended in the English dictionary. Because for the last 3 weeks since he has been suspended, Bully Ray has been on TV. He has been given a live mic. He has had a wedding in the middle of the ring. He is suspended and getting TV time. Really? Why don't you just say we're just keeping him out of in-ring action for a while? Why not just do that? Why not just say Bully Ray's not wrestling for a few weeks? Nah, let's suspend him and keep him on TV. Genius. Well, Bully Ray asked Sting to come out and try and talk to Hulk to get him reinstated. Hulk comes out. Yeah, Hulk Hogan is still alive and still walking. Numerous back surgeries, still walking. And hey, guess what? He wants the TNA World title. That's going to be fun to see. Oh, if you did not want to hang yourself already at the thought of Hulk Hogan being on TV, if he gets his way, and he gets that TNA World title, you, all the ones that complain about it and don't want to see it, hey, I'm in that, I don't want to see it. Come on, the last thing I want to see is Hulk Hogan walking around with a title belt. I'm bad enough watching it on TV every week with a microphone. Yeah. Anyway, long and short of it, Hogan says since they're family now, and since he now all of a sudden trusts Bully Ray, he's going to reinstate him to fight Aces and Eights. And we have this segment, and it just achieved nothing. It actually left me disappointed, that segment. I actually thought, after we all knew Bully were getting reinstated anyway. It's part and parcel of what happens in wrestling now. Yeah, you're suspended. Hey, you're fired. A couple of weeks later, you're back. La-di-da. Whoop-de-fucking-do. So, well, what I was expecting from this segment after Bully was reinstated was for Aces and Eights to come down and beat the shit out of him again. Which, to be honest, I would have quite enjoyed. Enjoyed it when they trashed the wedding. Shame they couldn't do it from the fucking start of that segment. That would have been fun. Hey, we're having a wedding. No, you fucking not. Right. Now we're going to the fourth match of the night. Yeah. We'll get four. Well, we actually get 5 matches tonight. Yeah, you get 5 matches and 5 in-ring talky segments. I've got to say, it's well balanced. Well, number of segments, I don't know that time. I didn't have to stop watching every segment, every match. So that would have took way too long. It'd be fucking stupid to do as well. Your fourth match of the night is James Storm and Velvet Sky. Or should I? No, I'll swap that round. Velvet Sky challenging Tara. Most of you know her as Victoria from WWE. And Jessie, who I think was on some reality TV show. So basically TNA's version of The Miz, but less impressive, or less talented. And from, yeah, let's skip that. And I just called The Miz talented. I'm gonna have to throw up a little in my mouth. Nah, Miz is good. No, especially since he's come back, but we'll get to Miz on probably on another review. So Velvet Sky challenges Tara and Jessie to a mixed tag team match and brings out the Cowboy James Storm, TNA's second top babyface, behind Jeff Hardy, who, by the way, is not on the UK tour. If you're wondering why he's not on the UK tour, it's not because he got hit in the back of the knee with a hammer the week before, on the 24th, after retaining the world title against, well, the walking penis known as Christopher Daniels. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but Jeff Hardy is still not allowed out of the country. He's still not allowed out of the States due to his legal implications of a couple of years ago. Well, in a semi-decent mixed tag team match, if you could call it semi-decent, since Velvet Sky can't work a match. Although it's good to see her back in her old attire. Despite the fact I kind of liked a new one, which was basically a catsuit. Yeah, I'll go for it. Don't necessarily in her old attire of fucking half a top and a skirt. I'm a man. Who blames me? Sky and Storm get the win, yada yada yada. I'm gonna guess we're pushing Velvet Sky now for the Knockouts title. Yep. Good. I don't mind that. Okay, I do mind that. It should be pushing someone like a Mickey James. Someone who can actually wrestle. Or maybe turn Gail Kim face and push her. Or how about this? At a push, why not put the belt back on Brooke Tessmacher? Why not? Why not go the whole hog? But I guess Velvet's getting the belt soon. Yeah. I'll say at this point, I'm kind of wishing Russo was back. Yeah. You never thought you'd hear me say that. I'm kind of wishing Vince Russo was still booking in TNA. Well, it can't have everything. Get a decent show at least now. Anyway, the main event match. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, there's another segment after this match. Oh, it's not really a segment, it's more of a post-match thing. But your main event is Kurt Angle versus Mr. Anderson. Kennedy Anderson inside of a steel cage. No, I'm not going to repeat Cage a shitload of times for you. I'm just mocking Mr. Anderson. Anderson. Well, he grabs them. Well, he used to grab the mic. Now he kind of look. Now, Mr. Anderson's in full Aces and Eights attire, with the leather jacket, the hat, t-shirt underneath the jacket, jeans. And I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean this in an offensive way. Well, to anyone but Mr. Anderson, I don't mean this in any offensive way. But seeing Mr. Anderson in leather, no. No. You actually did look like you well, I believe it was. I think it was either Austin Aries or Bobby Roode that used this word, since they're in England. It's kind of a popular word in England. Well, so TNA fucking thinks. Mr. Anderson kind of looked like a turd burglar. Yeah, there, I said it. Mr. Anderson in the Aces and Eights attire kind of looks like a turd burglar. Yeah, I said it. Come at me, bro. Well, Angle gets a win. In my notes it says pin or submission. I didn't cross out the one that's wrong. And to be honest, I can't remember how Angle won. And to be even more honest, I honestly cannot be fucked to go and look at the results, or to go back and watch this show. Because watching the entire show the first time was bad enough. And then we get, oh boy, my favourite segment of the night. Because after the match, Wes Briscoe gets in the cage as some dude in Aces and Eights attire is coming over, is climbing up. And the guy jumps down in the ring. Yeah, you got an Aces and Eights guy in the ring with Kurt Angle, voluntarily, on his own, in the ring with Kurt Angle and Wes Briscoe. His partner's down. Anderson's down. It's a 2-on-1 advantage to Angle and Briscoe. This Aces and Eights dude takes his mask off. Yeah, for those that watch TNA and have been paying attention to Aces and Eights, didn't they have this big thing about the masks were their identity? The fact that nobody knew who they were was their power. And now you've got this one guy, this new guy to Aces and Eights, that jumps in. He takes his mask off on his own, without having the crap kicked out of him first and then having it forcefully removed. He willingly takes it off to reveal, a drum roll please. No, seriously, I want a drum roll for this. I need some sound effects for these reviews. I need a drum roll for this one, because it's fucking Garrett Bischoff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Garrett Bischoff is in Aces and Eights. Really? Yep. The TNA roster is trembling in fear at that one. Even better. And hey, I was right about this one. I can smile and gloat about being right about this. Wes Briscoe. As Angle is charging Garrett, Wes Briscoe clips the back of his knee. Yeah. And then Wes Briscoe proceeds to remove his jacket, in his nice shirt to reveal, hey, guess what? Wes Briscoe's an ace of an eight. But you already knew that. If people actually paid attention to things I say, and you know 99% of the time when I say something I'm right, in the long run I'm right. Short run you might not see it. Long run it only pans out that I'm right. Wes Briscoe's an ace and eight. I said that since I saw the blonde guy. I put two and two together. The blonde guy is Wes Briscoe. Wes Briscoe is the blonde guy with his hair tied up. Wes Briscoe's an ace and an eight. Yeah. No, this isn't going to work, is it? No. I mean, let's look at ace and eights. You got Devon, Luke Gallows, Mike Knox, Wes Briscoe, Garrett Bischoff, Taz. They're the members that we know about at the moment. But let me repeat that. You have Devon Dudley, Luke Gallows, known as Doc now, Mike Knox, Wes Briscoe, Garrett Bischoff, and Taz. And Mr. Anderson. See? Anderson's so forgettable, I forgot to include him on the first rundown of the list of guys that aren't wearing masks. Yeah, Anderson joined Ace and Ace because I had whores and beer. They choose the guys they're going to take out by throwing a dart at a pitcher. Yeah. No. No, I'm sorry, but I think Ace and Eights has actually run its course now. I actually don't think that you can take this any further. Unless the first show, because I've read the spoilers for the rest of the UK shows, and unless the February 28th show, when it's back in the Impact Zone, unless then you have some like big reveal of who the leader is, or if you have some reveal of who the leader is at Lockdown, this angle's pretty much dead. And when it started, I kind of enjoyed it. I enjoyed these guys running down to the ring and just beating the shit out of random people. I mean, I didn't enjoy it because they were beating the shit out of random people. I enjoyed it because you had to guess who they were. No. Then, like, over the course of the months, it's been the masks are our power, the masks are this, the masks are that. People not knowing who we are gives us all this power. And now you willingly just like, hello, it's me. It's Garrett. Fucking Garrett. Fucking Garrett. Yeah, this is actually the reaction that seeing this on TV had. I'd read the spoilers, I knew this was coming. And this is one of those things that when TNA was previously taped before it went live, this is one of those things that I said I had to see to believe. And this is why I read the wrestling results before I actually watch the shows now. Because I'm not watching the full shows anymore. I will admit that. For some, I'm keeping up with it, but I'm not sitting like through a full 3-hour Raw. I'm not sitting through 2 hours for SmackDown or Impact. Um, Royal Rumble was the first pay-per-view I sat through the entirety of since WrestleMania 28, and even that one I kind of, well, I had actually just planned to watch it up till Triple H Undertaker Hell in a Cell, which Bret Hart said was a 4 out of 10. Really, Bret, is someone still pissed about Montreal in '97? Is someone still pissed about screwing themselves? That you have to piss and bitch about Triple H? Triple H, one of the greatest workhorses in the history of the business. Triple H, who is the future of the business. I mean, when Vince McMahon's gone, we know Vince McMahon's not going to retire. So we're going to say it, when Vince McMahon has passed on, we're looking at Triple H and Stephanie McMahon to keep professional wrestling going. But from a WWE standpoint, we're looking at those two to lead that company. TNA's case, Jeff Jarrett's got a lot of years left in him. Oh, well, unfortunately, so is Dixie Carter. It's unfortunate because Dixie knows fuck all about the business. And to be honest, I'd rather she just left. I'd rather she was just well, just pumping the cash in and stayed the fuck off my TV. I really do. I also would like to address Impact going on the road. March something. Yeah, March, let me find my calendar. You'll have to bear with me here a moment. Yeah, March 14th. Impact will be on the road in the Sears Center in Chicago. This is a good idea. This is a good idea. From TNA, this is a good idea. You need to get out of the Impact Zone. It is small, it is cramped. You barely get a fan reaction. Although going to somewhere like the Sears Center, I hope you don't do what WCW did in its later days, and that's give away free tickets to 3/4 of the fucking audience. Yeah. But if you manage to sell out 6,000 in the US, good for you. You pretty much hit your pay-per-view buy rate in a live attendance. It may also mean that your TV ratings go down. And your pay-per-view buys. But hey, as long as you're selling out the arena, who gives a shit? And I think that's all I've got to cover on this one. Now I will see you, hopefully, I will see you February the 18th for the Elimination Chamber review. If not, I will see you between the 18th and the, well, I'll say the 22nd. I'll be generous. Well, I hope the 22nd though. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see. Oh, well, you know, if it's a few days late, it's because I haven't managed to get through the whole show yet. Or I have got through the whole show, I've got my notes, but I've got a little tied up with other stuff. So, I hope all you guys take care. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to debate anything I've said, just hit me up in the comments below. Like I said, this will primarily be a Facebook only show, but hopefully all of you enjoy this. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, I hope that you get some entertainment value from this. I hope you have as much fun watching it as I certainly have making it. I'm going to say this has actually been kind of fun. I did not have fun watching the show. I will say that from a personal experience, I did not enjoy watching the show to review this for you, but well, that's a price I'll pay for you guys, just to brighten up your day a little. Maybe watching like 5 minutes of this might make you feel better. It might put a smile on your face. It's a public service. But yeah, this is primarily a Facebook only show. But depending on the reaction I get from its current format, which when I've had a look at the length of the video, I know the original format was 20-minute shows. Although, considering TNA manages to fill 2 hours with pure shit, I'm kind of confident that I've filled 20 with, well, talking bollocks about that shit. If not, then the reviews will be shortened down to the length of, well, the format will be shortened to the length of this one. This is the feeler, the kind of taster for things to come. That's why I did it with Impact and not the Royal Rumble. Because the Royal Rumble would have been too big a thing to start off with. So, and plus, TNA in the UK. How can I not review that? The first time in a year that they've been over here. How can I not use that to start this what will surely become a great show for many, many years to come? Because I do intend on doing this in the long term. This may actually become a weekly thing. Well, in the way of Impact anyway. It may become a weekly thing to do a Raw review and ditch Impact. Yeah, I'm not going to give you guys a Raw, SmackDown, Impact review every fucking week. As dedicated as I am to professional wrestling and to pleasing my fans, I'm not going to put myself through the torture. Unfortunately. Fortunately for you guys. Fortunate for me. Because then I only have to read the results and sift through the shit to watch, well, the segments that I actually want to watch. Like Garrett Bischoff and Morris Briscoe being members of Ace and Eights. I hope I'm wrong about Jarrett. Oh, I really hope I'm wrong about Jarrett now. I hope it's Eric, not Jeff. I really do. I hope that Eric Bischoff is the leader of Ace and Eights and not Jeff Jarrett. But anyway, it's been fun making this for you guys. Hope you enjoy watching it. If you want to debate, hit me up in the comments below. Maybe give it a like. But you don't have to. So yeah. Now I'm gonna sign off. So peace, guys.